times before God, the blood and sweat and toil. For now are we a melting pot, for ours is blood and soil. For ours is blood and soil. For ours is blood and soil, my sons. For ours is blood and soil, that our great race ne'er be replaced. For ours is blood and soil. We bear the torch of Europe still, our hearts with duty loyal. No more the blood of brothers spill, for ours is blood and soil. For ours is blood and soil, my sons. For ours is blood and soil, my sons. For ours is blood and soil, that our great race ne'er be erased. For ours is blood and soil, that we shall flourish in our land, ne'er from our fight recoil. Come fathers, brothers, hand in hand, for ours is blood and soil. For ours is blood and soil, my son. For ours is blood and soil, my sons. For ours is blood and soil, that our great race ne'er be disgraced. For ours is blood and soil. We bear the torch of Europe still, our hearts with duty loyal. No more the blood of brothers spill, for ours is blood and soil. That we shall flourish in our land, never from our fight recoil. Come fathers, brothers, hand in hand, for ours is blood and soil. For ours is blood and soil, my son. For ours is blood and soil, my son. For ours is blood and soil, that our great race ne'er be disgraced. For ours is blood and soil. That we serve, that we serve, that we serve and serve. That we serve, that we serve, that we.
2, 3, 4. Let's go. Let's see what happens on this crazy Tuesday morning live stream. Let's go. Let's see what happens on this crazy Tuesday morning live stream. It's the morning after, the night before. You can sleep it off, or sleep no more. The lights are out, the shades are drawn. You close your eyes and sing this song. Let's see what happens on this crazy Tuesday morning live stream. Let's go, let's see what happens on this crazy Tuesday morning live stream. It's the morning after, the night before. You can sleep it off, or sleep no more. The lights are out, the shades are drawn. You close your eyes and sing this song. Let's see what happens on this crazy Tuesday morning live stream. sing this song. Let's see what happens on this crazy Tuesday morning love stream. Let's go. Let's see what happens on this crazy Tuesday morning love stream. Let's see what happens on this crazy Tuesday morning live stream.
Oh, wow, man.
Warning: the content shared in this live stream is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. The views and opinions expressed by the host and guests do not necessarily reflect those of the channel or its affiliates. Please be aware that live interactions may involve spontaneous discussions that are unscripted and not fact-checked. Some language used in this performance may not be suitable for all viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. Always do your own research and consult professionals where necessary. And remember,
stay dirty, stay dusty, and stay in the bush.
I forgot to add myself to the stage there. Good morning, friends. Welcome to another episode of You Next Tuesday with Find Your Friends with IslandJason. I'm sitting here this morning. It's a foggy morning in my city, but it's supposed to get nice and hot today, so I'm looking forward to that. Guess I'll get the privilege of mowing the lawn again for the second time already this year. I mowed it last week, and it's already growing back, so I guess that's the way life goes. I don't have much of a schedule for today's show. I had another guy that was supposed to come on and wasn't able to get a hold of him in time to get him here, so I have asked that I could have Rogue back to talk some more, and we had such a good conversation. And it's a lot of, like, as it happens a lot of the time, is that you'll finish the live stream and you're like, oh shit, I should have talked about this, or I should have brought up, something like that. So hopefully we can continue the discussion. And I think he's here. I think he might be having some problems with his camera, but yeah. And I don't know, there's a few things going on in our world today. The introduction song there was call through Telegram and put him, Jason, call Rogue through TG and put him speaker. I don't think I can do that with my computer here. Fuck. So maybe Rogue's not going to be able to get him either. StreamYard doesn't like Telegram for some reason. So, and that's what I just had to do. I had to shut down the Rumble stream because I just can't do both of them on this. For some reason, I can't turn off the volume on one and control it once I'm in the StreamYard studio. It seems to screw it up. Oh yeah, the internet is slow. Let me see. Oh, I won't be able to do that through Telegram. I can't control the shit. I need a switch. Usually what I do is I have my laptop running Rumble on the laptop, and then I run the StreamYard on my big computer here, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. I'm just going to think about this for a minute while I'm on the fly here. So yeah, I want to talk a little bit about some of the stuff. You heard the song that I opened with. I don't know if you heard it. It was a version of Blood and Soil. And I think, I try to keep this channel, as little religion and politics as possible. But considering the current circumstances of our country, I think a little bit of discussion about that would be prudent. Through your phone, then put it on speaker. No, that's not how my phone works. I don't. Oh, fuck. Not you. I won't be able to do that. Chris and Uncle Aaron, no, I don't have that kind of microphone set up. So, unfortunately, I won't be able to do that. But yeah, so anyways, what I was talking about was, let me just think about this for a minute here. I'm just going to give you something else to look at here. I would really like to get him in here to talk to him. So let me see what I got here. It's not very, shit, where's my export folder? There it is right there. This is cutting into my Turner Diary time. All right. let's play this for a minute, and I'm going to try and figure out, while this is playing, I'm going to try and figure out how to get...
Welcome to my channel.
Rogue
What
here.
you're about to witness is a compilation of a 6-part video series entitled 2025 Shelter Series. And in this compilation video, I've taken small little clips, important little clips out of the entire 6-part series and put them all into one video. I hope you enjoy it, and if you'd like, you can go to my YouTube channel and you can find the playlist and watch the entire series. I didn't include all the clips in this video, so there's a lot of good stuff missing. The whole objective of this over
I don't know. This isn't working very well today. So I don't see how I can do this on through Telegram. I'm just sorry. I fucking hate Telegram. It never works on my, I can't join those chat groups and shit with my phone. I don't know why. It just doesn't connect. So that's why you'll never see me in them very often, because I can do it on my laptop, but my laptop's upstairs. Fuck, I should have brought it down here. That's okay. We can play on the fly here. How about this? How about I invite my friend here, because I see he's in here. He's always good for... I'll put this in here. And why don't we get see if Chris wants to come on, have a little discussion. I'm sure he would be up for it. Because I'm not getting this today. I've had a really busy week. I didn't even get out and film any videos. I did go camping on the weekend with my wife, but it's just been a really crazy week. Yesterday I had to drive my dad to the hospital to have a day surgery, nothing too serious. And then yeah, I'm sure about that. Jump on here, Chris. So yesterday I was driving down Island. This is where this all kind of comes together. Is yeah, they got off-grid problems, internet issues. That's fine. But one thing I noticed yesterday, because we have this election coming up, was the different election signs. And I didn't see one single PPC sign. I saw quite a bit of Green Party signs, which kind of surprised me, and a lot of orange signs. Like almost probably 75% of the signs that I'm seeing, the election signs I'm seeing, are the orange ones. That scares me. That's just not, I don't understand the logic behind some of the people that are basically involved in that kind of ideology. It's basically communism that they're supporting, and I just don't know how our country's going to survive that again if that happens. So I do have some concerns about that. Like I said, I try to keep my political and religious views off this stream, but I think with the current situation that we're in, I watched a journalist yesterday get beat up by a couple of cops in Montreal. All kinds of stupid shit's happening again here, and it just seems to be getting worse and worse. And as these election issues come up, it's dealing with sheep makes my brain hurt. It does, man. It's just crazy. I just can't understand. Like, why would you even? I don't know. I guess maybe they think I'm an idiot, or I don't know, or I'm crazy or something. I don't really understand the logic behind it, and that it's so prolific. It's just like everywhere, all the way down beyond this where all the draft dodgers went. These aren't even draft dodgers, Peppermint. These are people. Like these are Canadians. They didn't dodge no draft. I mean, the draft dodgers are they're the ones maybe living in the islands or something. But it's just like, fuck. I think it's the unions. I think it's the government jobs and the public employees that it's crazy. And so that's what that Blood and Soil song was in reference to this morning. And I don't know if anybody else knows what that's about, but I'm not going to talk too much about that. But it's this idea of the state of Cascadia, the region or territory of Cascadia. So basically, it would be like Oregon, Washington, and Vancouver Island and British Columbia, and that's the Cascadian mountain range just comes right through here, and that's a talk about a separate. I just don't see how that could happen though with like so much orange. It's scary because I think that it's getting close to the point of there's going to be some sort of violent episode where people are gonna. I don't know. I mean, I'm not advocating for that, but when you see that, I guess Chris can't make it on. Let's see if he's getting in here. There he is.
Hey,
Good morning.
what's going on? Can you hear me?
Yep, you sound good, man.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so you.
There's tons of stuff to talk about besides politics, man. Like this, we can talk about all kinds of shit.
Oh, it really got me yesterday. I was going down there and trying to. Rogue's back. Wonder if he's going to get in. It just really bothered me to see it's just fucking everywhere. It's just people are everywhere talking
Jesus, man. Give me a second.
Somebody calling in. It's probably Rogue.
That's the wife.
No. I wonder if Rogue's in here. I can add him to the stage. Did you get in?
Jason.
Oh, awesome. There you go, man.
You hear me?
Perfect. Yeah, I can hear you.
Good. I think maybe I just needed to reset my phone there. I don't know what happened. Just as like the show goes on, everything just crapped out. I couldn't connect to the internet at all. But
Yeah.
I'm back.
And no, I've been having problems with I don't know what it is, but for some reason my audio will get switched as soon as I go into the StreamYard app. It just switches.
That
my
happened
audio,
to me. When I went on to Tom's show, like everything was working, but when I went on to the StreamYard, I don't know. It was like as if some of my audio settings got switched up.
Well, I can't control like the volume of. So if I have, like I said, normally I would just restream onto the Rumble Studio because there's some people don't watch YouTube; they like Rumble, so I still do that. But it just doesn't work now for some reason. It used to work perfect, and now I can't.
Try resetting your computer. I had something like that happen, and it was like another volume controller in the background or something that was popping up every once in a while, and I don't know. I couldn't have control over my regular volume, but somehow by resetting the computer, it went back to normal.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
haven't turned my computer
I usually
off
just
in a
set my
while.
volume to 29 or whatever, 28, 29. My main volume in the bottom right on my screen. I just go to that, 28, 29. Then I'm good. And I have to close the rest of the windows, whatever else is up there. So it's just whatever I'm locked into, right?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like to restream, because usually what I'll do is I'll restream right from YouTube, and then but I can't have the volume. If I don't have the volume on the YouTube playing, then you won't hear it on the Rumble. So that's why I usually use a second computer. But I don't know. It's just too complicated. I don't really care that much for it. So, but yeah, good to see you guys, man. How you doing?
Good.
Man. How was your
Hi,
weekend?
So,
Oh, how was your guys' weekend? Was it good or what?
Very well.
Nice.
It's just
Yeah,
very
we had a
cold
beautiful-
still.
Yeah, well,
it's very cold. That's crazy. I just can't believe how you guys have such different weather than us. I mean, I guess like it's far enough away.
he's way
but
the
just-
fuck up there. That's why, man. He's in the middle of
Yeah.
freaking he's up for your Santa Claus.
Trust me, it plays
Santa Claus.
it plays its toll on you. Like you might think it's just a few extra weeks or whatever, but like it's actually a difference. Like if you think the spring and the fall, like there's a 2 month more winter here than there is just like 400 kilometers south from here.
Yeah.
Well,
But
I remember.
They do
I
get
remember
big snow
driving
there.
to Ontario. I remember driving to Ontario, and it was like all through the prairies in BC. It was 35 degrees, like just cooking hot. Fucking barely standing in the truck, and then we got driving around past Thunder Bay, and it just started snowing. And we're like, "What the hell?" It's like a fucking blizzard all of a sudden.
Oh yeah, it must be strange, like not seeing snow, Jason. Like in like you see that for the first time, is like, wow,
Well,
I know
we
myself,
Have
like-
snow. We have snow here, but it's not like you guys for sure. Like
every
it's
year,
here and then
it's like you
gone.
learn again. You learn again what snow is all about. You forget all about it by the time winter comes, and it's like, oh yeah, this stuff again.
Son of a.
So, what's your take on the current election thing that's going on? What do you think? What do you see in your neck of the woods there? I guess you don't have the same
Me?
amount of. Yeah.
Oh, I am completely like
Out of it?
political atheist. Like I have no no opinion about any of it because I don't actually personally see any of it as real. Like it's just like a circus, a clown show or whatever to me.
Yep.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, I was talking with my dad yesterday, and you know, he's basically asking me who I was going to vote for, and I said, you know, I have a friend who is a PPC candidate in my riding, and I would love to support him, but I said there's no point.
Yeah, I know.
There's zero point in even showing up, especially when you look around and all you see is orange signs everywhere. I mean, I know I've beaten a dead horse here, but it's gross, man. It disgusts me. I can't believe. I just see so much damage happening to our children and to our society that I just can't believe that people would be lining up for more of the same shit, you know?
Yeah, I see it as like there's no way to win on the political front simply because like you're asking a whole bunch. It's like asking a whole bunch of kindergarten kids. Okay, kids, you guys are going to be the boss now, and we're going to get everybody to vote for every decision now that we make. Okay, well, you know, eventually it would get pretty retarded. You know what I mean? We'd be going for only ice cream and instead of going for breakfast, and all kinds of craziness would be happening. Right? Everybody would be putting their hands in the cookie jar.
Doesn't it seem like that's the case though? Like the stupidest things, this whole elbows up campaign and this Trump derangement syndrome. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Donald Trump, but
Yeah.
like what's that got to do with us? I mean, really, it's such an election issue that it's just shocking that people are so stupid. And so
Well, it does affect us though. American. That's why Canadians always pay attention to the geopolitical. Like we've always been. Americans don't even know their own capitals or their states or their flags. And back in the day when we went to school in the 80s and 90s, most Canadian students knew the provinces, knew the capitals of the provinces, and knew the flags of the provinces, and they don't anymore, right?
Or even the states. I knew all the states.
But you pay attention to the American politics because it does affect us. Look what Trump's doing now with tariffs and shit. Like it does affect us, so we have to pay attention, right? I don't know.
Hey there, guys, I'm just going to jump in quick, and I just want to say this one thing. The thing about the Trump derangement syndrome, though, is like they're pissed off. People are pissed off at Trump for the wrong fucking things. Like they're pissed off at him for sending like Mexicans back and all this shit. Like, why are you pissed off about that? Like that's you should be happy.
TV told them so. That's why.
Yeah, there's way more things to be pissed off at him about than like what is on the surface here of like the news and whatever. It's just, people are so dumb.
Well,
So
I think there's good things about it, like just the bringing up these questions about nationalism and stuff like that. That's been long due, you know. And I've been saying it for years. Like, why are we bringing manufacturing back to Canada? Why are we not doing what's best for us here? Like, it seems that it's doing everything best for foreign interests. So yeah, like this is it's funny because now all of a sudden, you know, Canada is looked as some kind of like well, it's just a sitting duck waiting to be freaking taken over, okay, because of the incompetency of our government. Like, I don't know. I just see something is going to happen in the future there, one way or another. It's either the train falls off the tracks or someone's going to have to get it strictly back onto the tracks very soon there.
The train's been off the rails for a long time. Well, since the 90s, I think. Well, since political correctness came out, that started in the 90s, and like the whole half of our population basically just kind of went on that train, and the rest of us who just stayed on this track of the normal, reasonable, fucking, you know, level-headed, keep it simple, common sense people stayed on the same fucking train. Everybody else went on board the fucking cuckoo train over there. They're over there. I can see them getting further and further away.
Well, I see it. I see the right doing the same thing though, like as the left. I mean, it's just as extreme on the other half, you know, where, you know, I think I kind of try to go down the middle where, you know, I'm not like just even the conservatives that are here in our country. I put that in air quotes, but like even them. Oh well, you know, the political campaigning. The platform is basically, you know, like let's fight Trump. Why would you? I mean, like you said, we're a sitting duck here. Like, who's going to take us, China or the States? I mean, it's not, there's no question about it. I mean, I don't think our government's going to be able to get us through this. You look at that list yesterday, those two cops put out, you know, that's the whole cabinet of the Liberal Party. And, you know, it's just like, they're not going to fire them. They're not going to get rid of them. I doubt it anyways. You know, that's their whole plan. That's their whole game right there.
That Pavlov's dog thing. We're like Pavlov's dog who's all belly up, and it's all these other countries sucking at the tit except for Canadians, right?
Yeah. Pavlov's pregnant dog.
Right, with all the teats and everybody else. China's in there, India's in there, everybody's in there sucking on the teats, and Canadians are getting kicked off the side. Get over here, you little fucker. Shut up. No milk for you.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about getting into like political satire cartoons. I should start drawing some and coming up with some, I think.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Oh, fuck. I get them.
I don't know. I really try to get away from it because it has such a drastic impact on my mental just health in general. Like I just feel like shit every time I deleted Twitter right off my phone, so I don't even have that option. I still have it in my bookmarks. I could look at it, I guess, but it's just so toxic, and I feel helpless sitting here just waiting for like this dreaded day. I mean, what do they have it in
doom? Impending doom.
It is. Well, I mean, and then I think, well, maybe I'm one of the like. I'm almost a boomer. Like I got my shit together. I got a house. I got a car. I got it. You know, we got money in the bank. So am I guilty of something that? Yeah, I don't know. It's like survivor.
I know what you're saying, man. You do kind of feel guilty, but we did the right things. We worked our asses off to get what we got. But even kids nowadays, they would have to work fucking 3 times as hard as what we did to get what we have, right?
Yeah.
There's no life, no partying, like at all. 0 for 2 decades, unless you want to have what we have, right? Hey, where the fuck Rogo?
Oh, it must have dropped out. I don't know what they use for internet there. I don't know if they just use cell service or.
I think he's got StreamYard, or not StreamYard, Starlink. I think.
Oh, does he?
I don't know because they're. I don't know.
They're in the boonies, yeah. There he is.
Oh, Roadtown. Yeah, he'll be back. Just probably got a phone call or something. When you get phone calls on shit, it fucks it up too.
Man, I sure noticed yesterday how fast my battery got drained using StreamYard. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I was at 100%, and then I was in your stream for like 40 minutes, and it was like 30%. I was like, holy shit, just gobbled it up.
Yeah.
But you know, those 2 cops that wrote that open, yeah, we can hear you. Those 2 cops that wrote that open letter, the retired, what was this, Detective McNamara, and the other one, I can't remember his name, but they were saying that the RCMP was using illegal spyware on their phones. And he said he was talking on his phone to this other guy, the 2 guys that wrote the letter, the 2 cops. And he said his phone got so hot because they were running some fucking virus program on his cell phone.
Yeah,
they're just so dirty. Everything's so dirty. Yeah,
dirty.
Yeah,
dirty.
Starlink would be nice to have. I would like to have it just so I could stream from the bush. I would just stay out there.
Yeah, you'd be up there for a week, man, and just make clips and stuff and go live if you want.
Yeah, phone's overheating. Yeah.
Well, guys were having that problem at the convoy too when they were going around live streaming. They had to have extra backup batteries and shit, and
yeah,
the cold. They had to deal with the cold. Like that was a learning curve for a lot of people who were live streaming in the cold.
Yeah.
Well, they're using their phones. Phones aren't really the greatest thing for. They're not really designed for that. Yeah.
Well,
the shame, Jason. The shame of the situation is that you got this one thing that you have to have a say into. It's called your vote, right? And it doesn't even mean anything. Like it's not even worth exercising that one power that you have to have any kind of say in your country, because you know how corrupt.
God damn it! We know how corrupt though. I see where you're going there.
Yeah, but he's right. That's the only option. And then when it's yeah, and it means nothing. I mean, especially my vote. Well, I'm in British Columbia, so the vote's already decided. But you know, before the polls even open here, because of just the time change, right? Like, I remember they used to black out the results for the election to the west here, so we couldn't see what was happening in the east because it might influence the election. But nowadays with internet and shit, they can't really do that. But
yeah, they can't hide and get away with as much anymore with the internet. So that's why they're doing everything out in the open now. They don't care, right?
Yeah, I don't know. It just, I take it very personally because there's a politician in our community. His name's Gord Johns, and he introduced a bill at the cabinet that was called Gord's bill, and it was a safe supply bill, and it was about getting drugs to junkies on the street. And I live across the street from a drugstore that, so you used to see a lineup every morning of people getting their methadone. Now they've changed it. Now it's a lineup of people waiting to get their whatever they're taking. I don't know, their pills or whatever, their opiates. But my 18-year-old niece passed away from an accidental fentanyl overdose. No, I'm not giving it, I'm not saying she was doing the right for trying to do cocaine, but it was fucking fentanyl that killed her.
But that's what
my brother never recovered, man. He's fucked. His whole life is fucked. He's 45 years old. His whole life is absolutely gone now because of this. And so I look at the NDP as having like blood on their hands, because this is what they want more of.
Yeah.
This is not the solution.
They obviously never done. They might do, because these guys are probably like politicians. A lot of them have probably done bumps and stuff, and they think, oh, a little line and stuff, like they're, oh, look at me, I'm a rock star. Yeah, but they never smoke crack. They never have anything laced with fentanyl or meth, because they don't know exactly what they're getting. They got fucking high-end dealers that they're getting good shit from, where the average person on the street's getting, you don't know, man. You could do you think you're doing a line with a buddy, it can be mixed with fentanyl, and then you're fucking dead, right? Yeah. It's stupid. Like, no, like it's just...
And it's just destroying our society. I'm driving down the highway, so we have a double lane highway that goes all the way down Vancouver Island, and I'm driving there, and there's like little patches where there'll be like an overpass or whatever, and there'll be some trees, and then you'll see like there's a fucking tent there, there's a campfire. They're like, people are living in the middle of the road. Like, what?
It's sad, man, because
we're worried about
I know how addictive it is, man. Like, I've done shit like that. I smoked crack in the 90s. I know exactly how addictive it is. I watched guys around me. That's why I stopped, because I saw, like, this is not for me. There's grown-ass men crawling around my carpet, picking fucking cracker crumbs out of my carpet and shit, fucking freaking out, trying to smoke it. Like, no, fuck off. This is not for me. I'll stick to beer and weed, thank you very much. That's bad enough. Yeah, like, but not most people can't do that because it's so addictive, man. It's so addictive. You just want more. I want more. You can't get enough. You're just chasing the fucking dragon's tail, man. Sucking the devil's dick. Whatever you want to call it.
That's what I mean. It's up to our politicians, in my opinion, to look after the people, especially societal issues like that. That's a major fucking health issue, and it's everywhere. Everywhere you look, there's fucking junkies and homeless people. So.
Yeah, and they're all people you went to school with, and someone's daughter, someone's son. Man.
It's brutal. Like, I remember back in the day, you'd see the odd one walking around, and you'd give them a buck or whatever. But now you can't drive past the Tim Hortons without there being somebody standing at the end of the drive-through trying to collect pennies.
Yeah,
it's like
it's friggin' sad, man. It's and it can be fixed. There's solutions. There's not enough fucking smart people who are willing to work and put the work in. I wonder how help these guys, right? They can be helped. You can help these people.
Well, for sure. I mean, but if you're just handing them I don't think harm reduction works. I don't.
Well, you don't want to enable them either. Like, here, you can wean people off of shit. There's ways of going about it. Depends on the degree of how addicted some of these people are. Some of these guys are like just about they don't care, right?
Yeah,
they don't care,
brother.
Right? What's they don't care. We have to give them a reason to fucking have something to care about. And like, there are a lot of stories of people who've recovered, man, and got off that shit, and they're doing.
Well, I mean, right? That's what I was talking about earlier. Is that I had a really crazy week, and one of the crazy things was dealing with my brother, who
you're saying
throes of addiction, and dealing with my mom. My mom phoning me at 8 o'clock in the morning, bawling because she thinks her kid's gonna die in jail.
Yeah,
and. It's just like, fuck, Mom. Like, I don't even know what to tell you. Like, you can't keep giving him things, but at the same time, I know it's your son. I know you love him, but it's just really tough, man. It's really tough.
Yeah, and it is, man. And it's heartbreaking. Family, so many people I know had to cut family ties, man. Like, had to sever them. It's like, wow. Especially for a mother to do that for her sons, like for a daughter who just they went from bumming all the time, and now they're thieving and they're ripping off grandma in the nursing home and to get their fucking crack or meth or whatever the fuck they're doing, right? That's when you hit that point, you have no alternative but to cut them off. But what you should have done was cut them off way sooner, even though it's too late. But I mean, like, and I think if they go to jail, that some of them might actually die from withdrawal, right? If it's not treated properly.
Or fucking
Well,
whatever. I mean,
give it a bug juice in jail, but that kind of help. But it's we could be doing better. Instead of giving all fucking billions of dollars overseas, we could be fucking building facilities for these guys, man. And they're homeless. There's no excuse. It's no excuse. It's shameful, really. Yeah, they should be leading the world in fucking in this kind of thing. We have the technology, we don't use it.
Yeah, I think so I got a grandson. You've seen him several times, but I worry about him. Like he's 2. So what's he going to be equipped with by the time that shit's around him? Like it's just.
Well, you can't shelter them from reality. You might want to, like soften things up a little bit by when they say toughen up, like you have to slowly expose them to and explain why. Oh, why is there a guy over there doing that, Dad? Well, son, he's not well. He's seen better days. I'm glad I'm not a father, man. To explain this shit to a kid would be, you have to formulate, think a little bit. You can't be impatient.
Well, and like I said, I get that survivor guilt because I went through addiction and I did go through a recovery house and in a treatment center and I did get out of it eventually. And so I have this guilt, like, okay, here I am out in the forest with my thousands of dollars worth of gear that I'm playing with, making no constructive progress on anything other than just making a fucking YouTube video. And my brother is sitting in the alley somewhere, sucking cock for a bus fare and walking home, right? Like it's so brutal. It's such brutality.
It would take a while. It'll take probably a good couple years, but if once they decide that they don't want to do that anymore and they can fucking stay clean, the transition is night and day, man. And then you find a hobby. So instead of spending all that money and all that time and energy going after that stupid hobby you're never gonna get back, put it into what you're doing, or fishing or hunting or what. Well, you would be hunting because but you can spend all that money and you get, because thousands of dollars worth of gear, you really don't need that to go out and do a similar thing and have a good time. Like you can fucking have like $500 worth of gear. And
I'm not saying you need to, but I'm just, I get this.
It's your hobby, man, and you're willing to. You got extra cash. I like the looks of that new fucking saw. Well, I'm gonna buy that. You know what I mean? It's gonna come in handy. It'll be useful and for what I'm doing for my hobby. I don't knock guys for like $300, $400, $500 fishing rods because you get what you pay for, man. If you're fucking out there catching serious fish, right? Like I'm fine with $100 fishing rod and a $30 reel. I don't care. Still catches fish, if I catch fish, right? Yeah.
I got a little bit of both. I got 8 fishing rods, so. But there again, you go, right? Like I mean, I'm so grateful that I'm in the position that I am, and sometimes I just don't feel like I deserve it because. My brother he is a good person. I know he is. I grew up with him, but he's a couple of bad decisions and now he is, potentially ruined his life. Like that's a real bad thing to say. Like he skipped court. He's charged with possession of cocaine for trafficking and he skipped court. So
well, when most people look at people like that and go, well, they put themselves there. Yes,
he did.
But it could just as easily be you. Like it was like one bad decision fucking led to that shit. Like maybe a couple led up to it, but then but you get to a certain point, you're all in this way or the other, right? That's how I found it anyways for me. But it's like that could be anybody. Like people think, oh, I'll never go to jail. Yeah, you can end up in jail like that. You never even know it.
Yep, exactly.
Go today and find yourself in a weird situation where all of a sudden I'm in handcuffs.
Perfect example. This guy I just met recently. He had to go to court last week because he was at the hospital and he got into a fist fight with a guy over a parking spot. He's 45 years old now. He's facing a criminal charge of assault because he punched some dude out in the parking lot over a parking spot.
And if it's someone of color, now it's a hate crime. So you're doing even more crime.
That too, right? I mean, that's a thing too.
It is a thing. They like to use it quite a bit, but
that's the thing.
The opposite though.
Like if I made a flag that said deport or whatever you see those banners that they're doing, but I made one that was criticizing the NDP,
Like that would be immediately, I would be shut down and taken away. Maybe thrown into a face first into a set of stairs, concrete stairs like that. Natasha Montreal.
I saw it. They dragged her towards the fucking stairs. Like, why are they taking her over the stairs? That's stupid.
Face first, right into the steps.
Why is there two fucking grown ass men grabbing this girl and taking her over? I thought they're gonna curb stomp her. I was like, holy,
that's what I thought.
Curb stomp her? What's going on? Like the old fucking like, that's what it looked like they're gonna do. We're gonna curb stomp you now. That's what it looked like. That's how I perceived it. I only saw it once. It's like, where'd they go with her? Those are scary looking stairs too. They're very pointy stairs, and solid.
I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe that of all people that do it too. Like Alexa Lavoie's quite well known for her getting shot in the leg, and for the police to target them specifically.
Imagine if you're an old man and you're standing next to her when they did that. What room would you be in?
But what's the matter with that? With the crowd cheering that?
Yeah,
I know those are the lefties I'm talking about. Though those are the people with the orange signs in their yard, right? They're not draft dodgers. They're fucking psychopaths.
Well, if you're not swinging on people and hitting people or spitting on people or assaulting anyone, cops should just leave you the fuck alone, man. Everybody's protesting. People have a right to counter protest. Oh, nobody's fucking laying hands and you're instigating. You're not supposed to be in with that crowd. Just leave them the fuck alone. As long as everybody's being normal, okay, you got a different set of views. People go in there and generally ask questions and try to be as civil, and I'm not taking a side. I just want to come here to question, what are you guys here for? And they just attack and shit, and that's what they do. Cops don't do anything to them, but they'll do it to your side. It's the bias, you can see it, man. But I don't want to see fucking like Dina or anybody on the left. I don't want to see them just get wrongfully just tackled to the ground by 3 or 4 cops and almost curb stomped. I don't want to see that to happen to them. They have the right to fucking protest too, man.
Yeah, they do. So that's a good point that Wishcraft here makes, is about his daughter changed his life. And see, that's the sad part is that's exactly what my brother had. He was, a bit of a delinquent, and he had his daughter young. He had pretty young, and he raised her himself. His wife, like Brooke's mother, my niece's mother, fucked off. She got addicted to drugs and she fucked off. And my brother raised that kid until she was, whatever age she died at 18. But he raised her the entire time, and he was responsible. He had a business, he had employees, he had a vehicle, he had a house, he had a boat, he had quads, motorcycles. He had a great life. He didn't fuck around, and he just went for a shit. When she died, it's just like and he is so sick now. You wouldn't even recognize him. He doesn't even look like the same person. It's so sad, man.
Yeah, that's well, that's someone who's given up on life, right? They don't want to live. If you don't want to live, you don't care anymore. You don't care about yourself. You don't want to live, then that's the lowest as you can go. There's no lower. He's about the bottom. So there's only one way, other direction you can go. This way.
Well, that's why my mom's saying, well, we need to get him into the psychiatric ward at the hospital. And I said, Mom, I don't want to be harsh to you, but just be aware of the fact that if you go to the hospital and say you don't want to live, there's a good chance you're not going to be alive that night. You know what I mean? Like, so you can't do that shit anymore. Yeah, they'll fucking kill you.
Yeah, take your organs. Probably.
What's left of his. I don't imagine he's got much of that left, but
I don't think they want mine either.
But that's the reality we're in. That's the kind of psychosis that our country is stuck in right now. It's
not
ridiculous.
But there's functional people out there who feel the same, who are just depressed, man. Depression's a big thing. They'll never really look into that, and they can fix it if they put, like remember we talk about their participation commercials and stuff, and like we went to school, man. Phys ed was one of my favorite classes. I love that fucking class. That and art class, man. I look forward to it.
I remember metalwork and woodwork. I loved going to metalwork. I loved it.
Awesome, man. Come on.
Yeah. Banging on the steel benches, and it was great.
Those are the fun classes. And history class, I didn't mind.
Yeah, there's a good point, Trevor. Whatever happened to leaving this place a better place for our kids? Yeah,
it should be our job, our duty.
So a few simple things like leave it better than you found it. Leave nothing but footprints, take nothing but photographs. If it's not yours, don't fucking touch it. There's all these basic rules that are gone in our society. Like you can't even leave your door open here anymore, because like I have my doors locked upstairs in case somebody sneaks into my house while I'm sitting down here in the basement, right, with my headphones on.
I would too. If I was in my basement, I would lock my door. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm in Hamilton, but
Yep.
I don't. I mean, I can hear them. I can hear someone easily downstairs. Fuck, unless I got my tunes cranked, I would still hear them because
my wife comes home all the time. She's like, "Oh, I've been home for 15 minutes. You didn't even know I was here." It's because I got my headphones on, right? I'm half deaf.
Yeah, I don't do the headphone thing, man. I like to hear shit. It's like I can't do the headphones or earbuds or anything. Back when we had Walkmans back in the 90s and shit, 80s, 90s, like those, they had the little ones with the little foamy things, the little socks on. You can pull them off and stick that. Hurt my ears, man, like you wouldn't believe. After about 10 minutes, painful.
See, I wear headsets because I can't hear. Like even my TV, my wife gets pissed off because I'll have the volume at like 45 or 50. She's like, "Why is it so loud?" But then I'll just connect my Bluetooth headphones. She's watching it at 6, 7 volume, and I've had it at 50. But I put my headphones on, connect to it. We can both listen to it.
Yeah, I need it loud too.
Yeah, remember, this is another good point. So remember I saw this day before yesterday. There was a bunch of kids in the alley, and they had like a little piece of plywood, and they were making jumps for their their little bikes and shit. 6 inches high, just having fun, riding around, laughing like crazy. And you know what? My initial reaction is, "Oh my God, what's happening out there?" Because it's so foreign to hear kids having a good time and screaming. You think they're dying or something now, right?
Yeah. I got a young kid up the street there. The boys on the street, anyways. We usually once every summer, man, a couple times a summer. They know where the bricks are now. They just go find the plywood and the bricks, and they ask first. And then build a big fucking ramp, and then we have to structurally engineer the bricks like 3 deep, and then gradually, make it so it goes a little bit higher.
Yeah, but they're learning physics, really. I mean, it's a lesson for them. I remember being a kid and like I'd come home from school and I'd be in the bush, and because we lived near a bush, so I'd be in the bush all the time, always building a fort, always building a fort. Yeah.
We grew up in the woods, man. We were in St. John. Well, I was outside of St. John, east end of St. John, like anywhere outside the city of St. John, there's woods you can get lost in if you don't know where the fuck you're at, right? Like you can get lost, seriously, and not be found if nobody knows where the fuck you are. But back then, we played in the woods, man. We built forts. We did all kinds of shit. Just being out in the woods, man, felt this is where we're supposed to be. Like, my best friend Troy, we all the time, all summer, man, and winter. We put fucking cross country skis on. We go back. We had such a good trail from summer. It was all, we cut and slice all the branches off and stuff, so you could it was all padded down from how many times we went back and forth. Our fort and stuff.
Yeah.
And, you could
remember
there in the wintertime.
We used to play war all the time. Like we'd have we'd know that bush like the back of our hands, every single little trail, and there was just trails everywhere through the brambles and the prickles, and
you wouldn't get lost. Like I could go for like a 2, 3, 4 mile, more than that, radius and not get lost, man. Because I've already been there, been through there. So okay, this looks familiar. How does this look familiar? Like everything looks like this.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and it translates to skills we have to this day. I mean, I'm not by far the master bushcrafter or bushman or anything, but I have enough skills that I could. I was telling my dad about the one night survival challenge I did the other week, and he's like, "What? You didn't even bring a blanket?" Like it just blows his mind that And he's got 25 years on me, and he's like, "Man, I never even thought about doing something like that." Like, yeah.
We used to do shit like that for fun, man. When we were kids, like
exactly.
We just bring
not even on purpose,
because we're watching movies, of course, and old westerns and stuff. And our uncles my grandfather used to make fun of us, like, "Oh, you guys are out there with a tent, sleeping bag, isn't that cute?" All we had was the stars and a fire, and that was it. I was like, "What? What do you mean?"
I remember
one blanket. That's it, right?
I remember being a kid and saving up my paper route money or allowance or whatever, because I wanted this. I always wanted one of these canvas covered, or like the blanket covered canteen.
I had
I had one forever too, and then I don't know what happened to it. My wife bought me this one just the other day. It just has a sort of a sentimental thing. It's a piece of shit. Obviously, it's probably not really that great, but I just thought, I remember being a kid and how valuable my little canteen. I'd go everywhere. I'd have this little canteen on my shoulder, like the cowboys, and
Yeah.
I had the World War II American one, the plastic one with the, it could have been Canadian. Had the plastic lid, but it was a surplus store. What was a real, and it had the pouch that went on your belt and everything.
The little green pouch. Yeah, I remember that.
I used to use that a lot, especially when we went out in the woods and shit. I'd fill that up, go through that pretty quick, and yeah, man, man, you're bringing back memories. Like, I'm getting flashbacks of just hanging out in the woods as a kid. It was fun, but kids don't do that anymore, though. That's what one of the comments was saying. Like, yeah, kids don't go outside and play, but when like that's why you have to encourage them, man. Like, I'd live vicariously through little bastards out here. Like, get that ramp a little bit higher. Come on.
Well, my daughter asked me this morning. She sent me a text and she said, "Can you pick up Aiden from daycare on Thursday?" And I said, "Oh yeah, I guess so." And she goes, "You can pick him up earlier than 5 if you want." I said, "I'll pick him up at noon. Then we'll go play in the bush for a bit." And she's like, "Yeah, he loves that. Take him for a little walk." And
yeah, freaking right.
Yep.
It's memories that they'll have forever, right? Like, it's like your first fish, and
yeah. That's another thing I got to do with him is take him down to the dock and catch some bullheads. They're so easy to catch. He'll love that. Yeah. My daughter used to be like that too. Just loved everything I did.
Yeah. It's fucking raining out again.
It's going to be nice today.
Well, it looks
already blue skies out there.
It's pissing down rain now. Looks like a monsoon. I wanted to go out and do some stuff today, but I knew it was it said snow too, possible. Weird.
Wow.
Not
wearing your toque. No, my toque's upstairs. I finally got my toque from Friday Terry. And that's fucking like a month, man. He's like, "Oh, I mailed it off." And then I'm like, "It didn't come. So maybe it got lost." And he's looking for the receipt. And then all of a sudden there's a package in the mail. It's like, what? It wasn't open. So it didn't sit in customs. Like, it didn't get opened. It was the same package. So
he made it, eh?
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice.
Very nice.
Sarah made me one too. Or I got that from you, actually. You sent that to us.
Yeah, she did a good job. Fucking
yeah.
I love mine. That's what I wear in the wintertime, man. It just fits my head like a glove.
Yeah. No, it's funny because I went camping this weekend and I forgot to bring the new toque and I had to wear my old one. But
at least you got two. I always have one. I got 2 gym bags but I use them both for fishing. I keep forgetting about my actual fishing bag. Gym bag. It's hot because if I can't see it, I keep forgetting about it. So I just use my other one, my normal one. But there's a toque in every fucking bag that I have. There's toilet paper in every gym bag that I have.
Yeah.
There's all this extra shit. Like, there's old fishing line and stuff, and there's always like a hook or something in each fishing bag. Lighters, I have extra lighters, and I got like at least 2 lighters and batteries.
Couple garbage bags.
Yeah, in a small pocket in the front, I have batteries, fishing line, hook, fucking batteries, and lighters. Like, I'll have like 3 lighters in there.
I mean, I guess this comes back, and Friday Terry's making me think about this is homeschooling. Like, I think the only chance kids are going to really have these days is if their parents take the time to teach them rather than letting the communists do it, because it's.
Yeah,
I mean, you see it every country. Like, I mean, even the UK. The UK is absolutely destroyed. The country's
it's pretty sad.
It's fucking sad. And that's my heritage. That's my kinfolk. That's our. I mean, I don't know where you're from, but I mean, I'm pretty much all English. So.
Well, my dad's from England, straight from England. His family from Birmingham.
My wife's.
They don't teach me. I think back to because I went to. Luckily enough, my mom got us into beavers and cubs and shit. I went to that for a little while, but we were doing all the things. I did learn a lot for sure. And we went to cub camp and shit was fun. Like, that was fun. I still have the rock from the potato fire with the potatoes that we cooked on the beach, right?
Mm-hmm.
Had a big fire, and then we put put some rocks down, and then wrap their potatoes in fucking tinfoil, and then put more rocks on top, and then had a fire on top of that, or coals or something. I don't know how the fuck we did it. But it was good anyways. But I still have the fucking rock. That was like 1983, man. I still it's one of the old things I own. But that's what I learned a lot of cubs and beavers.
That's where this came from. Was we get a thing in beaver? Well, it's a pen holder now. But if you look on the bottom, what does it say? I don't know if you can see that. Jason, 1983.
Sassy. Okay, that's
my AT cup.
This is mine from 1983. We had to go and take the rocks back and paint them. That's supposed to be a sun with a face on it, but it's so old.
Fuck, we're old, man.
But if there's a date on it, I think I had a bit of a sun in the back of it too. I don't know, the back of it's fuck all. But this was a doorstop in our house growing up, and it's all fucking dinged up because we use it for banging fucking nails in when you're hanging a picture every time you move.
Yeah,
and so it was a hammer. It was a weapon at one point a couple times. It's like, but they didn't.
Defense.
But yeah, it's a doorstop. It's been a doorstop in our house everywhere. 1983, or could have been 82. Maybe 82. I don't know, 82, 83. That's old. That's like one of the oldest things besides me I own.
Yeah.
But that was beaver.
I don't have much left from my childhood either. I got, photos and shit my mom gave me, but
Or it could have been Cubs. No, it was Cubs. Yeah, it was Cubs. What the fuck am I talking about? But yeah, kids don't even sign up for that. And beavers and Cubs, the scouting thing is
it went all woke. Right? Yeah, it went woke. Yeah. And then, nowadays you can't even really trust the people that are getting involved in that stuff. I mean, I know it's just like asking for predators. I mean,
but the people, you ever notice there's a trend, there's a pattern. Have you noticed? Like people who always want to be around kids, like scouting and shit, and any kids organizations. There's always these people, men and women, that I really want to check their computer. They just look like that type, right? I just calls it like I sees it, man. If it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck. You know what I mean? And then, a couple of years down the road, you find out, we're fucking up on charges for fucking something. It's not the same because the Downs who ran beavers and Cubs down where we were, that was a family. They've been doing it for years, since it started. And everybody knew them. Like they were on our street. We all lived in the same area. Everybody knew who they were. You know what I mean? And there was none of that fucking shit going down. Actually, it was, it taught guys to be masculine. There was none of that fucking, and there's no gay shit.
Terry, I'm not talking about scout leaders who are fathers or parents. I'm talking about the guys that are just like, but there's really nice people in this world still, like really genuine nice people. But there's so much of this shit you can't. It's not Boy Scouts anymore. It's Scouts Canada, right? There's no girl guides. Is there? I don't think there's girl guides.
Yeah, they dropped the girl and the boy part. I was pretty sure.
Yeah. I don't know. I think we're doomed. What's Gret say? Earlier in discussion, the devastation becomes escalation. Too overwhelming inability to function. And then he says, especially without resources of true friends and people that care with commitment. I agree. That's another thing that really pisses me off is the complete disregard for veterans and the complete disrespect that they give these guys, especially, I guess we're a little ways from an actual war. Like, we're talking 80 years since World War II or whatever. So a lot of those guys from World War II they had a lot of respect, but they got shit on, man. And then you see today's combat veterans and man, I look at Jeremy McKenzie and I think, he just gets shit on, and he's a bloody national hero as far as I'm concerned.
I concur. He is that.
James Top, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The guy walked across the fucking country and didn't even get his meeting.
Marched. Oh, it wasn't a walk. That was a.
Yeah, he rucked across the country, and the bloody fucking media doesn't even give him 10 seconds of coverage. Except that Pierre Poilievre is chumming around with the dissident enemy.
Yeah, he'll be remembered by all the right people, right? Like they think they can rewrite history. It's not happening because most of us, people that notice things, noticers, what do you want to call us? Neo-noticers. Most of us are historians. That's a hobby, is like history. We know our military history. We know our, not me anyways, but a lot of people are very, I don't know, proficient historians or constant students of history, if you will.
Yeah. Well, it's amazing when you start talking about something and with one of us, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I watched that too," you know, and they know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I had to explain what a goyim was to my dad yesterday. He's fucking 70 years old. He didn't even know what that meant.
Right. I just figured it's a swear word from a Jewish Yiddish swear word or something for, I don't know, shithead or whatever. You know, I never really knew what it was up till yesterday, pretty much. Anyway.
Yeah, Christmas was removed. Yeah, there's just all kinds of shit going on here. And then now they've got the Elbows Up campaign. I see the city of Victoria has contributed $100,000 to Canada Day celebrations this year. I'm like, you fucking canceled it because of some fucking roots in a schoolyard, right? So, yeah,
it's silly. It's a lot of silliness. But man, you got me thinking. Like I'm getting flat. Some of my happiest memories of all, and then when I get down and get depressed and shit like that. See, you're lucky because you have woods nearby, man. You can just fucking. I'm out in the fucking middle of nowhere, man, and and that's mental health shit. You need that, man. And now you got me thinking about all the times in the woods. Like that was my happy place. The smells, the sounds of just being out in the woods. That was my happy place. So when I'm down and depressed, I just think about shit like that. Like, or I'll go to the woods, or I'll go fishing. Right? That you need it. You have to.
Well, I remember being a kid and like Saturday morning, we'd get up early and meet your buddy, and you get on your bikes, and mom would make you a peanut butter and jam sandwich and slice up an apple for you and juice box in your thing or whatever. And okay, boys, have fun. And then I'd come back and it would be like dinner time.
Yeah.
What you rode your bike 25 kilometers into the bush and back, like.
Oh, sometimes you get too tired to drive the bike back, and it's like, too bad you bike that far. Come on, can you come get me? No, you bike there, you can bike back.
Yeah.
So we went a little too far sometimes.
Well, once I got older, we started getting dirt bikes, and then we'd really get out there and run out of gas or crash or all kinds of crazy shit.
Got to steal siphon some of your buddy's gas from his tank so you can get home. Yeah. Shit. Yeah, man. That's I mean, we're going back. Kids, a lot of kids, especially city kids, don't do this. And I think I'd like to see more city kids get out in the woods and out on farms and stuff. Like, get out there in God's country and see how the other half lives, man.
I don't think there is a lot of city kids. Like,
there is, man.
I think that's the thing we're missing out on. We're not really tying together is that those kids that we remember running all over the place are no longer, they're adults now and they're not having kids of their own, for whatever reason. Like I was quite disturbed to find out that the white population globally was 6%, but only 2% were children. So it's just, it's a replacement, man. It's fucked.
That's depressing.
Yeah.
Man.
Morning, Sarah.
Hey, Sarah. I miss the woods. Damn it. That's why it's hard for me to watch your videos. Like, oh, fucker. I still want to be there. Like, son of a.
I want to go out and do something, but I haven't made a video in a week. But I don't know. I've been really fucked up by this whole situation. It's all tied together. It's just like this impending doom that I just worry that, somebody's going to die. Somebody's going to get hurt. And I'm not talking about my bushcraft stuff. I'm talking about, in the world around me.
General.
Yeah. And then I fucking ruminate on it, and I'll just, and then I'll watch one thing, like that video yesterday, that chick getting her face smashed in the stairs. I watched that and I'm just seething with anger. Like I want to go and I don't know.
Well, it's good to have a punching bag. I want one, man, so bad.
A punching bag, yeah, no, chopping wood.
Speed bag would be fun to do again. So I like the speed bag. It's fun. I don't know. It's just and a punching bag especially. I don't need a big fucking massive one. Just one, I can kind of keep still a little bit. Just go down there, just
hammer away
instead of hitting your wall. It is a stress reliever though. It's a good way to relieve stress. You should wrap your wrists and whatever would be the proper way to do it, but I don't because I'm an idiot.
I can't hit anything with my hands anymore.
My wrists are already fucked anyway, so
Yeah, elbows and shoulders and wrists.
Mm.
No good. Even chopping wood, like I come back from camping with my old lady. I'm like, man, I'm fucking sore. My legs hurt. I didn't even do anything.
No, I need to get. That's why I can't wait till this nice weather hits, man. I'm tired of this shit weather. I gotta get the fuck out. I gotta get back in shape. I know it's an excuse, but I'm a pussy when it comes to the weather, man. It's gotta be nice out.
Yeah. Right on, man.
I'm not going.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a lot to say today. I just I wasn't even gonna do the stream today. Actually, I don't know, kind of fucking a bit defeated on things, and it's good to talk it out a bit.
We talked about some cool stuff, man. It's still bushcraft related. We're talking about the outdoors and more kids. And you say there's not a lot of city kids. I think more city kids should have programs. Get some of these kids, city kids, because they're future liberal voters, basically, or voters, anyways. Mm-hmm. And they need to get out and see how the other half of your country lives, man. Before you start
get brainwashed at school. Yeah,
they should have like senior citizen storytelling time, so the kids can sit around and listen to an old war vet, and they won't be talking about war. They'll talk a little bit about it, but they'll also be talking about their upbringing and
Yeah, I know, but say you wanted to do something like that. Say you want to arrange, like, okay, here's a fucking poster you put up, and it says, "Oh yeah, get your kids out to learn bushcraft." And then they're gonna say, "Well, do you have a fucking criminal record search done? Do you have a vulnerable, person's fucking
audit and all that stuff?"
Yeah, all that shit. And it's just like, okay, there's so much of that. I mean, that's the same thing with politics. No real good politicians, because nobody wants to go through the scrutiny of being ostracized, right? Like, oh fuck.
But the old folks, man. If you took some of the kids to the old folks' homes, first of all, it would make their friggin' day. The old folks would be happy as glee, right? And they have stories, and they're kid-friendly stories. They're not stupid. They're that old. They made it that far. They had kids of their own. They're but man, the stories I used to go to old folks' homes and stuff. My buddy used to drag me there, and we talked to the veterans and old people and stuff. The stories they have, man, they're funny as fuck, man. They are. It's like, wow, like they blow your mind. And I love a good story, and a storyteller, and the old folks, man, they got some damn fine stories to tell. Let me tell you. But kids need to be exposed to that, but they don't. Instead, they have drag queen story time, which makes no sense.
Yeah. I don't know. We've seen a lot less of that lately, thankfully. But I think they're just hiding it better. They're not being so blatant about it.
It's privately advertised because they know who their groups are now, and the library over here still does it. I'm not happy about it, but I don't know what to say. That's a whole other topic of stuff.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man.
I miss New Brunswick now, man. You make me homesick. I don't know why I want to go back home, New Brunswick, or I want to go out there and fucking go out in the woods with you, man. That sounds. I'd never seen BC, so it's gonna be a long fucking drive, though.
Yeah, you'd have to fly.
No, not flying. Driving. I don't trust the fucking pilots nowadays, anyways.
Well, yeah, there's that too, eh? I guess I never thought about that.
That'd be a good drive. I don't care. I don't mind the drive. We'll get there.
Yeah, well, I've driven it a couple of times. It's nice. Yeah. It's definitely an adventure that everybody should do at least once.
I'll fucking pay somebody to drive and pay the gas. Fuck, we'll get there. But Chrissy's gonna smoke the whole fucking way.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess you can't even. Yeah, if you took a bus I couldn't imagine taking a bus across the country. Holy shit.
No, if I'm driving out there, it's gonna be on my terms. I'm footing the bill, especially, right?
Interesting point that Trevor makes here is learning from our elders. I believe that for a long time too, but I also believe that. Okay, yeah, well, you're correct. We do need to learn from our elders, even their mistakes, even the shit they did wrong. They totally fucking got wrong. Like, yeah. I hate going off on boomers, but man, even being in the restaurant yesterday, I'm looking around and they're all fat. They're all fucking old and unhealthy. You see them get up and they're wincing in pain. It's like,
yeah. They probably have those Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the plastic containers with all their fucking prescriptions in it for every day of the week, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's my uncles, all my aunts and uncles have one of those. Two of them.
Mark Carney. Oh, isn't he the governor of the Bank of England? He'd be great.
Yeah. Whatever would make you think that. Like, ooh, banker, good.
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck is wrong with people, man? I don't understand. Please help me. I don't understand.
I like how they're digging shit up on him, though. And he just fucking lets it run off his back like he doesn't even care.
Yeah, it would be an even longer trip, Leaf Nurse, because I would probably stop in for a couple hours to say hi to somebody here or there because we know people on the way, right? And it'd be rude to not stop in and say hello, I think. So it might be an extra day, but it'd be quick visits. Like, hey, pop up past, let's go. Gotta go. Nice to give you a hug. Fucking.
Well, I mean, you can drive across Canada to Ontario and it takes as long to get from BC to Ontario as it does to get around the fucking lake.
Yeah, I know. But and then then it's just a straight line, the fucking mountains, basically, right?
Yep.
But yeah, it might be almost a week to get out there because
it's a good
hang out with and see and.
I think I took 57 hours of driving last time. So So it depends how many hours you can drive for.
Yeah. I don't I don't know. I'm not just drive normal. We're not fucking Cannonball Run or nothing, and it's also not a funeral procession either, right? It's just you get there when you get there.
Slow roll.
Just fucking go with the flow, motherfucker. That's it, man. It'll be fun. I want to do it.
Yeah, I'm glad Sarah's settled in. That's good to hear. I was thinking about her yesterday, actually.
I don't think Michelle will be able to do the drive, but Michelle could probably fly out and meet me out west, and like she did down east, and then fly back, right?
Make her stay home and work. Somebody's got to pay for the trip.
Be a man. That's it, man. It's probably going to turn out that way. The last part.
One time, my ex-wife and we took the kids across Canada, and we were driving back through Saskatchewan. And it's a long drive. You got to sleep. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna crawl in the back of the floor of the van. We had a minivan. Kids are all buckled in their seats, but I just kind of laid down in the middle of between the driver's seat. So just kind of curled up there, and I'm sleeping away, and all of a sudden I feel like right. And I wake up and it's just fucking pouring rain. Like you can barely even see the road. It's raining so hard. And she's doing 120 kilometers an hour. We got a jet ski. We're trailering a jet ski too, right? That I bought. And she's doing 120 kilometers an hour in the dark, in the rain, in the storm. I wake up. I go, "What the fuck you doing? Slow down." She goes, "You told me not to let it go below 120, and I've been keeping it there the whole time." I'm like, "Well, it's fucking storming, right?" Like. Because I wouldn't let her drive. I'm like, because you drive too slow. Like we can't do this at 80 kilometers an hour. You got to do 100. The speed limit's 120. Do 120 the whole way. Keep it cruise control. She's just. I'm like, holy fuck. You're lucky we didn't die.
It'd be weird to wake up to though. Just wake up to like just a rain out. You can't even see like.
No, I can't even see out the window. I don't know how she kept it on the road.
That's scary. No, I've been there.
Behind us, fucking.
Yeah. And you got a transport truck in front of you. Well, actually, no. In that kind of rain, a transport truck is better.
Yeah, you can see something now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's an adventure driving across Canada. And then you get to the moose everywhere on the road. Like, around Dryden and shit, Kenora and that area. There's fucking moose everywhere.
Yeah, that's scary too.
You just see big red stains on the road everywhere. Like every 100 feet, there's a red stain.
Yeah, that's scary if you don't have a fucking deer rack, man, or truck at least. Even then, man, I wouldn't want to hit a fucking moose. Not a buck 20. I wouldn't want to hit a moose at fucking 50.
Any speed, yeah. It's like hitting a signpost, like hitting a telephone pole.
Yeah, it's not good, and they're top heavy too. That's how people get killed.
Yeah.
A lot of records that people that hit moose, and yeah, it's not good, man. Like unless you duck down, and it all depends on which way you duck. Because I've seen one car, man, where if he had done the natural fucking, I'm going to duck this way towards the passenger seat, which what most people would do, he would have died. But he saw it coming, and he just kind of did the left. He went to the window, and probably maybe he has a window down, but he went this way, and from this side of him down, just got fucking squished. So if he had to lean to his right, he would have been fucking. He leaned to his left, so he zigged when he should have zigged when he zagged, and I don't know.
Yeah,
it's a great moment. Still scary though, man. That's it's no joke. I was too stupid. I never really thought of that. I figured I'll always see them. I see the eyes or something first. I had a couple close calls, man. But I used to fucking speed $160, $140, back roads like an idiot, right?
Yeah. I know I got a photograph of my Mustang with the speedometer wrapped all the way back around to like 20. So it's, it goes up to 180. So, I mean, it's probably 240, I'm thinking, right? Like
kilometers.
Why would you drive that fast? Like, how am I even still alive? I don't understand,
There's a couple of cars that I was in. Some of the older cars had miles and some still have miles and kilometers on them. Like so you can see which one's mile, But I've never gone past 180 kilometers. I don't think I've never gone past 180 kilometers. That's most of my vehicles do that, right?
Kawasaki Ninja. What was it? A ZX7? It was a 750, anyways. And I remember, the speedometer went to 300, and I buried it.
Jesus.
What is he saying here?
80 miles per hour.
Yeah, that's fast. That's $140.
If there had been somebody sitting on the passenger side, they've been no more, right?
Mm-hmm. I saw a guy hit a horse. Actually, there was two horses, the mama and the baby, and it's just like having 1,000 pounds dumped on your lap. You know what I mean? Like instantly.
Yeah.
He's in a 4Runner, and it just destroyed the 4Runner. I couldn't believe it. Horses didn't even get killed. They were fucked up, but they didn't get killed.
That's good.
No, they did get killed eventually because they were mangled, but they weren't dead from the impact.
I thought you were going to tell me the horses survived, man. That's a bummer. Damn it.
Nope.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to shut this off. I got to go to
the. You're not a happier story than that. Come on.
I got to go to the grocery store. You open up the pub, and I'll come back on in an hour. So I just got to run and get some supplies.
Yeah, I guess I could. Now it's fucking pissing down rain. I can't do what I want to do.
I want to get out of my basement and go sit out in the sun. It's sunny out, so I can go sit out in the deck.
Yeah, and a t-shirt, you fucker. I've seen you do it.
Yeah, well, it'll be t-shirt weather today. It's fucking probably already 12 or something.
It's coming here, man. You guys won't be seeing me as much anymore, man. I'm telling you right now. When the weather gets nice, I'm out. I'm gone. Pub will be closed except for nighttime.
Yeah, 10 degrees, but it's going to get up to 20 today. So.
Oh man, freak off, eh?
I know, but I'm gonna have to mow my lawn again.
Oh,
this afternoon.
The horrors, Jesus!
I hate mowing my lawn. You know what's weird is, so I got two neighbors. One guy, so I sold my car this week. My other neighbor sold his boat yesterday, and then the other neighbor before that sold his motorhome the day before that. So all three of us have empty parking lots. So our alleys are empty. There's all this space. It's weird. So
cool.
Yep.
Oh, and a tractor trailer on its side with a Jeep looking at it like, what happened? Is that what I'm thinking? That's what she saw on the way.
She said the car on fire in Toronto.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Nothing
I didn't see any good accidents yesterday.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, yeah, maybe I'll start a Hobie up, I guess, since you guys got me doing this. I'm going now.
Yeah. Well, thanks for filling in there for me.
Well, thanks for having me, man. I don't know, but I try to be not as crazy on your. I have to keep reminding myself that this isn't Hobie.
Yeah, well, I mean, whatever. It is what it is. If you don't like it, you can fucking unsubscribe for all I care.
No,
I'm a real. Believe it or not, I am a real person, and I do have actually sometimes real thoughts of my own. So I don't mind sharing them once in a while, but.
Some people don't like opinions, though, man. It's like, I don't agree with your opinion. It's like, well, whatever. It's like everybody's got opinions, man.
Yeah. Right on, man. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. I just, like I said, I got to run to the grocery store and
probably
the liquor store and get some supplies. applies.
Should I see myself out the door? How do I do this?
Yeah, see you out.
I'll just
see you out.
I'll eat
Okay.
myself. Or you
We'll
see
talk to
me.
you later.
All right, man. Later.
See you later. All right, thanks for watching, and I'm sorry about the quality of the stream this week. It wasn't exactly what I like to do normally, but you got to cut me some slack. Like I said, I've been a little bit stressed out this week, and yeah, go check out the House of Bad Influence. He will be setting up his pub stream there, so we can get back to some shit talking in there. So thanks for coming aboard today, and yeah, see you next week. See you next Tuesday.
Smoke rises up, midnight flame. Stars twinkle like they know my name. In the shadows I build my game. Play with fire, never the same.
Strike the match, feel the heat, crackling under dancing feet. Embers glow in the darkening street, hearts ignite in every beat.
Burn, baby, burn, take me higher. Leaving trails of wild desire. Lost in sparks that never tire. We love to make fire. Flames that whisper secret souls, wonders in the heat untold. Blaze a path in red and gold. The fires dance, brave and bold. Ashes tell moonlight shows. A quiet calm only fire knows. In the ruins a new seed grows. From the fire life always flows.